Good evening and welcome to America's Freedom Media. I'm your host, the Angry American. I have some update on Hurricane Irma, so let's get right into it. Hurricane Irma is currently pummeling Turks and Caicos with powerful winds according to the National Hurricane Center's latest advisory. The record Category 5 storm, which skirted north of the Dominican Republic early Thursday as the powerful Category 5 storm, has set its sights on South Florida after leaving a trail of death and destruction in the Caribbean. At least 13 people have been killed. Irma, dubbed the most powerful Atlantic storm in a decade, had maximum sustained winds of 175 miles per hour on Thursday afternoon as it moved further away from the northern coast of Puerto Rico and over the Dominican Republic and Haiti. The wind speeds have dropped slightly from the day before, about 10 miles per hour. Some fluctuations of intensity are likely the next day or two, but Irma is forecast to retain a powerful Category 4 or 5 during the next couple of days, the National Hurricane Center said in its advisory. As of 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Irma was about 55 miles west-southwest of Grand Turk Island, the capital of Turks and Caicos, moving about 16 miles per hour as it raced toward the tiny tropical archipelago southeast of the Bahamas, where the storm is expected to hit Thursday night. Much of Turks and Caicos and the Bahamas could get 8 to 12 inches of rain, with up to 20 inches in isolated spots through Saturday. A storm surge could bring water levels up to 20 feet above ground in Turks and Caicos. Storm surge could also reach 5 feet on the northeast, the northern coast of the Dominican Republic, where Irma swept by on its way to the Turks and Caicos. I have some news feed from ABC News. I'm going to let you watch those video clips and we'll be right back with you to talk with you some more.
The island of Barbuda taking a direct hit from Hurricane Irma. More than 90% of the island, homes, buildings destroyed. And tonight, listen to this. Hurricane Jose is now on a path to hit that same island. Just moments ago, I spoke with the Prime Minister, Gaston Brown, with now an urgent effort underway trying to get everyone out. Prime Minister Brown, thanks for joining us, and the pictures coming in are just devastating. I know you've had a chance to fly over the island and to visit it in person. Just describe what you saw for us.
Yeah, well, for me, I never contemplated that we could have had such damages. I mean, the Barbuda landscape was just totally decimated. I mean, 90% or more of the buildings were damaged. I mean, it literally destroyed the country.
Mr. Prime Minister, I know you described it as though a bomb went off on that island, and we are all watching the track now of Hurricane Jose, which could get to that island as well. Just incredible that you could be facing two hurricanes now. You're trying to get everyone off the island?
Well, we are. We are being proactive. In fact, already the evacuation is taking place mid-morning, no later than midday tomorrow. We'll literally have the island completely evacuated.
Mr. Prime Minister, thank you for your time. I know you're very busy. And please make sure the people of your island know that they're in our thoughts and prayers.
Many thanks.
As you can see from the video footage, that Hurricane Irma has devastated the Caribbean and is continuing its ravage right now as we speak in the Caribbean. The satellite imagery I have is courtesy of WKRG-TV Chief Meteorologist Alan Seals out of Mobile, Alabama, and the thumbnails that I'm using, the photos that I'm using, none of them are over 7 hours old, so they're really recent material, and just shows firsthand the devastation that this hurricane is going to cause when it hits Florida. I'm going to let you listen to a clip of Chief Meteorologist Alan Seals from WKRG-TV Channel 5 in Mobile, Alabama, and let him explain in more detail what Florida and the East Coast can expect.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Alan Seals. Here's your afternoon update on what's going on in the tropics. 3 hurricanes, 3 of them at one time, not unprecedented, but look at Irma, a Category 5. Look at Jose, now a Category 3. And Hurricane Katia, that is a Category 1. Irma, though, is the big deal because it is moving into a much more populated area. Hurricane warnings for the northern coast of the Dominican Republic, Haiti, Cuba, the Turks and Caicos, and the Bahamas. No warnings yet for South Florida, but this is going to be changing. If you live in those areas, you've got to keep up with what's going on. As of late afternoon, still a powerful Category 5. Irma is setting records for how long it stayed strong and how strong it is. But note the max wind, 175 miles an hour, but when you look closer, you have to remember that that wind doesn't cover the entire shield of clouds. It's in a confined area. So that's a satellite very clearly. You see the eye near Cockburn Town, and every once in a while you'll see a satellite that looks like this. Instead of showing shades of gray, it's colorized so that you can figure out which clouds are higher, and the color is based on how cold the cloud is, higher clouds or colder. Either way, it shows you where most of the core of the hurricane is. But don't confuse that with the radar. Unfortunately, there are not enough radars in that part of the world to actually look at where the rain is falling. So again, satellite view, eye of the storm, but then look at the hurricane force winds. As of afternoon, they extend out about 70 miles in each direction from the center. So when you hear that 175 mile an hour wind, it's right around the center of the eye, but still winds of 75 miles or more in that reddish area. And then tropical storm force winds extend farther outward. That means basically 40 miles an hour or more. So that's where the real strength of the hurricane is. It's not necessarily an entire cloud mass. But in the forecast map, things have not changed in the last couple of days. Most computer models continue to show a turn on Saturday, somewhere near the Florida Keys. Now, that exact timing will control how far west it goes or how far east it goes. And again, it's just a prediction. It's not a guarantee that that's exactly what's going to happen.
As you can tell from the meteorological report and the pictures and video of the devastation that I've included, that this is a huge, huge storm. A Category 5 is worse than any storm that I've ever seen. I was in the Gulf Coast when Hurricane Andrew came through, and that was bad. So if you're down there, by all means, please prepare. My suggestion is to leave the area, head inland, and please, whatever you do, be safe. We are praying for you guys down there in Florida. Well, thank you so much for watching my video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click the notification bell if you'd like to receive notifications. God bless.